Good morning, lovelies. How is everyone doing today? As you can see, it is really blue skies here in Berlin, which definitely makes a change from the usual grey early spring weather. And for that, I'm very thankful. I think we could always do with some extra vitamin D. So this morning I have started by making a pot of mint tea. As you can see from the cup here, I usually do go for a loose leaf because I guess that's the whole point of a teapot. But I'd had a rather heavy meal last night and thought that I could do with some cleansing. So I popped in 2 tea bags, extra strength, and am now enjoying the first cup. So I thought I would start today with just a very gentle makeover to get me ready for the rest of the day. Normally I do like to focus on food, and that is the point of this YouTube series more broadly. But I also wanted to kind of give you a window into my daily life, what it looks like, how, what I do, and the whole point being I wanted this to be gentle and slow and, very nice pottering videos so that you can put it on the background and hopefully get a little bit of relaxation and also get an insight into what real people actually do at home, which usually isn't, a super productive day. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of procrastination, and no doubt you'll see a bit of that. So today I'm going to put on some makeup, have a little bit of a chit chat, and then we'll take it from there. So I've got my mint tea, and I'm not yet dressed, as you can probably tell, but we will get there at some point. And today I thought I'm just going to keep it simple. There's usually more steps to my routine, but I didn't want to go crazy. It is a Wednesday. It is only a Wednesday. So I'm going to focus on, I've got some new Chantecaille pieces that I really wanted to try. She always makes such lovely makeup items, and the packaging is gorgeous, and she does a lot of philanthropy, so I thought I'd give her a try. And there's a few other little pieces in here as well that I've recently collected that I wanted to give a go. So I am going to put my hair back. And as you can see, I've got a nice big spot, perfect for today's filming. But I guess I'll be putting the concealer to the test. I got these in a recent Charlotte Tilbury purchase. I don't usually buy things brand new. I don't usually buy things from the direct beauty brands. I am a massive vintage addict, so I usually buy most of my makeup new from there. But I did need a concealer very urgently. So I got these little free clips which barely hold my hair up. So I start with a little bit of primer. Got my Laura Mercier, which I'm just testing out, and it's not bad. Although I would say the most important step is the skincare beforehand, so I wouldn't say this is necessary. I'm then going to go in with my Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation by Chanel. Absolutely fantastic. Have never tried a better foundation, and I'm using my Jumbo Base by Sonia G, which is also absolutely fantastic for blending. So don't mind me while I pop this on my skin. Okay, so I'm finished with that. And as you can see, it's, I think, quite well blended in. So I'll then go in with the concealer I just got. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer, which is a very long title for what it is, but it is, I have to admit, quite good. So I'm just putting it under eyes, around my nose, a little bit where the problem areas are. So I tell you what, it is so nice to have good weather, because I think it was last week, as soon as the sun came out, that I realized I'm not actually a miserable human being. I think I assumed that it was part of my personality and that I really was this pessimistic, grumpy person. But it turns out it's the lack of sun. Thank God, because I am not ready to get divorced just yet, or be divorced, should I say. So I'm going with my Sonia G mini base. I'm just going to blend that in. I do have smaller brushes for the concealing task, but again, we're just keeping it simple today. So I've done that. I now want to go in with a highlighter. So I've got the Westman Atelier lit up highlight stick in Nectar, which I believe is their most popular. I did accidentally, as you can probably see, I did accidentally ruin it a little bit when I got it. You know what? It's not bad. It's not my favorite. I think because it's a little bit it can be a bit sticky. It takes a bit of time to set down. I would say it's very skin-like. It's very skin-like, and if you're not using powder, it's perfect for something really quick, because I think, like a lot of her products, it is it's really smooth and very, very subtle. It's not over the top as many highlighters are. So there we go, just a little bit of a sheen. And it is pink in the little pot, but it doesn't look pink when you put it on. So I've done that, and now I will go in with a touch of powder just to kind of set everything. So I'll take my Chikuhodo F03. I would say that with this Westman Atelier, you don't really need to put much powder on top. So I'm just sticking to the T zone. Okay, so I just got myself another quick cup of tea. And I'm now going to go in with the Chantecaille Real Bronze in Sirena. This is a baked gel formula, I believe. Very pigmented. So but it's very gentle and quite buttery. So I'm just going to put that, and do like a Brontour situation. Okay. It's quite lovely, actually. It was so nice. So I've done that. I go in with two of Chantecaille's single eyeshadows in Cheetah and Giraffe. The Cheetah is a warm champagne, which if I will show you. It is quite, it's a lovely colour. It's pretty basic. I'm not quite sure what the formula is, but it's very, very, very soft. Okay, I'm going to go in with Sonia G's Jumbo Blender. And all of the brushes I'm using are Fude, so Japanese brushes that are made with natural hairs. Most of Sonia G's are, I think these are goat's hairs, dyed goat hair, and then the ones that are the jewel fibres, which are goat hair and synthetic, which are good for liquid products. I'm just going to go in, make a nice base. So yeah, I just wanted to make some gentle videos. I run a food blog called Crumbs of Sanity, and it's for academics, ex-academics, people trying to get into academia, and it's just meant to be a supportive space. I had 2 burnouts during my PhD, and I found food was really helpful in the challenging moments. So I ended up writing about food, reading about food, talking about food, thinking about food, cooking food, obviously eating a hell of a lot of food. And I thought, you know what, why don't I put all of that research into a blog? So I put recipes up, and with each one I put some kind of anecdote or introduction. And don't worry, I don't take myself too seriously. So yeah, and I'm hoping it will become a community space for people to put on their, to submit their own recipes and to give us their own stories, so that we can, be supportive for one another and feel less alone. It is challenging in academia, and it is lonely and anxiety inducing, and there's existential angst. And if you've not had it yet, there is always the imposter syndrome, which really is quite something. I'm just going to have a bit more tea. Yeah, so yeah, that's my aim for this blog, and I thought I'd do some YouTube videos so we can, talk about some topics about academia, but also just take it slow and realize that no one gets any trophies for ticking all their things off the list in a day. So some days can look embarrassingly unproductive. So this is the giraffe in burnished brown, which if I show you, it's also the same design, same formula, but just it actually looks rather cold. It looks rather cold compared to what's in the pan. It's my first time using it, apart from testing it out on my hand. I'm just going to do like a halo with my mini booster, also Sonia G. Get it in there. And let's get on underneath. Okay, just going to keep that very simple. This is not date night. This is a Wednesday morning. And you never know, I might actually leave the house. Okay, pretty happy with that. And now I'm going to go into my Stila eyeliner in espresso. I think this is quite a warm brown, so I'm just going to line the eyes a little bit. So I guess quick fire round. What did people do, or do they do, as self-care? And I'm telling you now, everyone has at least one embarrassing entry on that list. So obviously baths were for me a big deal. You know, cafe breaks if I had the money. Seeing friends, but only when I was feeling like a bit productive or, happy. I don't, you don't want to see friends when you're miserable. I also, food, obviously, any form of food, and shopping, and alcohol. Does alcohol count? I don't know. I guess it depends how much. One glass is kind of self-care, bottle is a problem. Discuss. Otherwise, I was addicted to ASMR, absolutely addicted. I spend like 4 hours a day watching my favourite channels. Whispers Red, I'm looking at you. She is an absolute goddess. So hot and just like really lovely mum vibes, the kind of mum vibes that you really want when you're like feeling really low. So yeah, so I'd watch a lot of ASMR and I would tell myself it was therapy, but I guess spending half your week watching ASMR and then not doing your PhD is probably an addiction. But let's not look too closely at that. I'm going in with my Lancome blush in rose sable, which is a really nice sort of like gentle rose pink. And I will take my Haku Hodo, I think it's Blue Squirrel and synthetic hair. So yeah, ASMR. And that is an addiction that will last a lifetime. And if you don't know what it is, I think everyone has their form of ASMR poison. So just take your time looking for what you like. I think that's just gonna blend it out slightly. A bit scary, pink. Okay, and then all I have left to do is mascara and a little bit of lippy. Oh, what I do need is to take my Bisiodo eyebrow brush because I have werewolf eyebrows. But Anne Hathaway made that a thing, so it's okay. Just going in with, I'm not a huge fan of this, the Clinique High Impact Mascara. It is not high impact. It does sod all, to be honest, but it's black brown and I don't have another one. So I wanted to echo the sort of the browns in my makeup today. So very colour coordinated. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear other people's just getting it all over myself. Other people's embarrassing procrastination techniques or self-care tools. And of course, needless to say, as everyone says on all these YouTube videos, obviously, please share, subscribe, comment, engage, because then I'll get a better sense of the kind of things that actually make people feel good, which I think it's harder and harder to come by these days, unfortunately. So anyway, well, I think my makeup's all come together okay in the end, while I've been basically painting all over my face because I can't talk and put makeup on at the same time. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to go in with my Refi. I believe it's Refi and not Refi. Refi. I'm going to go with my Refi blush tinted lip gloss. Looks like that. And it's got this, wonderful like metal tip that's really, really cooling. Okay. Again, we're keeping it simple. The great unveiling. Oh. Ooh. Just looking, and I actually could do putting a little bit more concealer just there. So nobody knows. Okay, so that's me done. I will get back to you later with an update of how my day's going. So on that note, stay tuned. So since doing my makeup this morning, I have been a little bit more productive. Discuss. I actually ended up cleaning all my makeup brushes, the natural head ones anyway, because I know you're meant to wash them maybe once a month. I don't think I've washed them since I got them, so that's like maybe a year, which is really gross. But anyway, I do clean them on a microfiber towel normally. But yes, I wash my makeup brushes and I've answered my emails and I've generally come up with some sort of plan for today. So yeah, so I think for the rest of the day, I am going to enter this video and I have a few more ideas for the blog that I wanted to write down. And I also am going to get my hair cut. That's what I'm going to do because, as you can probably tell from the main, it's stressful. It's a stressful thing, and I try and do it as little as or as infrequently as possible. So, yeah. But otherwise, I think my makeup's actually been holding up like quite well. It's very bright, but it's been holding up quite well. It hasn't creased too much. I'm pretty happy with it. And it kind of actually goes with my nice big cuddly jumper, which I'm very much enjoying at the moment. I've also treated myself to not only another cup of tea, but it's a decaf cup of tea with oat milk. So that's what I'm enjoying right now. But yeah, apart from that, I think I've done well today. I will upload a clip of my brushes because I suspect that is going to be the height of my productivity today. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. It's about gentle things and taking things slow. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching my very, very mundane morning. And I hope to see you soon. And again, subscribe, share, comment, engage however you like, or not at all. There's absolutely no pressure. So, and if you want to check out my blog, it is www.crumbsofsanity.com, and we'd love to have you there. So, anyway, sending lots and lots of love, cuddles, hugs, and all the positive thoughts.